Have you ever heard of the term the third place? It's a sociological term, one created by an American sociologist, Ray Oldenburg. That's his name. He coined it in the late 80s and defined it as a place that's separate from work and separate from home. It's a place where you can meet your friends, where you can be yourself, where you can let your hair down, for those of you who have hair. And it took on a bit of a life of its own. The best example of a third place I can give you in American culture would be the TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knew your name. The characters in that show shared a camaraderie together that was separate from their home life, separate from their work life, and they were able to just be themselves. Here in Sonoma County, in the town of Petaluma, we have such a place in Dolce Vita Wine Lounge. It's been going for about 18 years now and has become quite a hub, quite a center, and has developed a community around itself. Well, I got the opportunity to sit with Sahar Gharai for about an hour, and we talked about all the various aspects of this unique community that she has created. So let's spend a few minutes with Sahar and find out about La Dolce Vita. So you started La Dolce Vita.
Yes.
Why the name? Why'd you choose that?
So the very first, I was trying to think of a name that brought me back to Italy, and also something, because that's where my passion really grew for wine. It was in Italy while I was living there, and also something that really encompassed the beauty of wine. So the very first apartment, I had 4 apartments when I was living in Florence, but the very first one I went to, the very first night there, I saw there was a bar just right down the street from my apartment. It was called La Dolce Vita. And I went there and I really liked it, and I just I would go back often. And then when I was thinking about what can I call this, and I thought of that, and I'm like, that would be a great name for a wine bar.
There you go. So. Because you've built something here that's unique in Petaluma, I think.
Thank you.
Right? Yeah. It's the vibe here is really great. It's part of it's because you have the movies playing in the background.
Yes.
So that kind of steers. It adds a little mystery to the whole experience, right? You're like, wait a second, why do they have a movie going on with no sound?
With
it's
no
just
sound, with the subtitles though.
Yeah,
so I've had people come and they've actually sat and at the bar and had wine and dinner, and they just watched the whole movie.
And watch the whole movie.
Subtitles are there.
The subtitles.
Yes.
That's great.
Exactly.
So you start, how long ago was it you started?
So we opened in September 2007. So this September will be 18 years.
Wow.
Yes.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
and what do you think? How does it feel to you after those many years? What you've built, did it come out like you expected it to?
At the beginning, I thought it was going to be more like a tasting room. I didn't really know what to expect. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I just kind of got thrown in. I just did it. I just started. I worked a few other jobs to get more experience before I opened this, but I wasn't sure what exactly the concept was going to evolve into. But as we started doing more food, my mom does all the recipes, as we started doing more food, people really liked it, so we just expanded more, and it became more of a lounge restaurant than a tasting room, which I actually enjoy more.
Right, because that food pairing thing.
Yes.
That gives you more room, I would think, to educate too.
And also I just feel like it makes it a more comfortable place for people just to sit and relax. It's not so formal, and that's what I really like about it. I feel like I've built something for a lot of the community to just come and meet friends or have celebrations, and I really enjoy that.
Yeah,
a lot of people have made really good friendships here that didn't know each other before.
Now your catalog, as we have behind us here, it's not just California.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Literally everywhere. Is there an emphasis on? No, I'm not calling you to that. What do you have from? Well, you probably have a few Hungarian wines, I'm sure.
I just have one. But
you just have one?
Yeah.
Pick the one. Is it heavy on Italian wines?
Heavy on Italian wines.
It is.
Heavier on Italian, and then I have a lot of French wines as well.
Okay.
And then like sprinkled in with some wines from Spain, some wines from, but those rotate. Sometimes I'll have Portugal.
Yeah, how do you
South
pick
Africa.
your stock? What do you, it's just what you're interested in at the time?
What I taste at the time, I try to find wines in different price points.
Okay, sure.
Within different categories. So like I do everything by the half glass pour.
Okay.
So that's an idea I got from Italy, is doing everything by the half glass pour. So I feel like people can try multiple different wines from different regions and compare. Like they can do a Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand and they can compare it to a Sauvignon Blanc that's grown locally or to one that's grown in France, and just really learn more about the varietal and the different regions.
Old world, new world.
So I do that a lot for all the wines. And then I try to find just wines in those categories. Like, so I'll have an international red flight. So I'm not going to have all of them be from Italy. So I try to balance and have some that are lighter bodied, fuller bodied, wines that are more tannic, or some wines that are more jammy. So there's something, I'm trying to find something for everybody, like oak Chardonnay versus buttery Chardonnay. So just there's something that when someone comes in, hopefully they'll find something.
I'm guessing Friday, Saturday nights are
Friday nights are our busiest nights. There's live music this summer starting tonight. So every Friday night there'll be live music in the square.
Okay.
That gets pretty popular. The weather gets better, so people come out more. But Friday nights are usually our busiest nights, but we're pretty steady throughout the week. We have a really good happy hour, and that's very popular.
Yeah, that's popular?
Yeah, happy
hour. Where
hour.
are people coming from? Are they local?
Local, mostly. We do get tourists, especially right now as we're getting more towards summer. We've been having quite a few tourists come in, but the majority of our customers are the locals that are our regular customers that have always been so supportive, and I'm so grateful for.
So people know you.
Yes.
It's like a Cheers experience.
Yeah, it's like a Cheers experience. Yes.
Yeah,
Last week when Norm Went passed away, we played Cheers every day for a week.
That's great.
Or George Went. Sorry, but Norm passed away. We played. We have a lot of Norms here, and it just has that Cheers vibe.
I'm gonna have to meet them. Yeah. I'm a big Cheers fan from way back.
Yeah.
And so if they're locals coming in.
Yeah, it's like I'd say 90% locals and regulars that come in. And then so I'm very fortunate to have such loyal friends. They've become my friends and family. A lot of them have become like family.
Yeah. Now the other thing that's unique about La Dolce Vita is, you mentioned your mom's involved already. She's back. She's doing the cooking of the items that you offer.
Or prepping.
Prepping.
Yeah, she preps and comes up with new ideas. She's makes the soups every day. So she'll be like, I'll try this soup today, or let's try this salad, or let's try this. So she makes the hummus. So she.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Cool. But she's taught everyone here how to do it, so they all know how to do it. And they do a fabulous job at it as well. So yes.
And your sister is involved as well?
My sister is involved as well. Okay. She is here full time, and she helps me pretty much run it and work and serve tables. And also it's great having her here. It's more of a family business.
More of a family business, right?
It's really wonderful.
Anybody else in the family involved?
Before my dad passed away, he was. He was.
What function did he play?
He would just also come here and just help me open up every day. And just help my mom and just help run errands.
Right.
And hang out and talk to people. A lot of our regulars from the very beginning knew my dad really well.
Yeah. That must have been tough when he passed, right?
It was very difficult.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, very unexpected. We still have his photos over there.
Oh, his photos in there?
Yes.
Oh, I'll have to look before we leave.
Yes.
That's great. What are you most in awe about in having created this whole thing?
I think I'm just in awe about how wonderful our community is. How wonderful the community of Petaluma is, and how supportive and how kind and how loyal they've been through all of it. I think that's kind of what I'm in, the most in awe in, and happy that I've created a space where people feel comfortable coming to, whether it's by themselves or on a first date, or if I've had people come in here when someone close to them has passed away, and they're I've had people come in here celebrating weddings or anniversaries. So it's just that I love that whole feeling of it. Wine can be very intimidating, and if you don't know wine, I feel like if you come somewhere and you see all these labels and names, because people come in here and they're like, we're recognize a single one of these wines. But I try not to like make them feel nervous.
Right.
I just ask them like, well, what do you normally drink? Like, what labels do you drink? And then I have them try different things. Start with the
breaking it down.
They find something that they like.
Right.
So I hope I'm taking away that intimidating factor that wine can sometimes be.
I would imagine there's guests that have been here regularly that you've kind of educated just yourself, that you've seen their palate develop over time?
And yes, I've had customers, and they don't live here anymore, but I've had a few that like we don't really like wine, we don't like drink wine, we don't. So I'm like, well, but we want to start trying. So I was like, I just go back to remembering like when I liked that white Zen. So I'm like, well, maybe try with like a Bellini first. It's a little sweeter, it's sparkling, like try that. And then they try that, they like it. And then I'm like, well, just try it without like the juice now. And then I'm like, well, just try like a fruitier red. Like we want to get into reds. I'm like, well, try a fruitier red. Like try a Zinfandel. Like it's got a little bit more fruit. It's not like so dry. It's like really easy to drink. So like little by little, like getting them into, then they get into Pinots. And it's like, it's I love seeing that.
That's
like I love
cool.
it. Like,
that development is really cool. I've had that experience myself with a couple individuals. And it's fun to watch their palates develop. That's what's really
kind
cool.
of like how my own palate developed. It started with something sweet when I was
we're all the same.
16, and then I
So, Sahar, with all that's going on, I mean, in every direction here in America, why is wine still important? Why do you still feel like you want to invest your life in wine?
I think wine's really important because I feel like it gives people a sense of comfort and a break from the reality of the world. It's like, people drink wine to celebrate, they drink wine to mourn, they drink wine to like socialize with friends. So I think it just takes you to a different world where like you don't focus on all the negativity that's in the world sometimes, and it just gives you comfort.
It's that break and that comfort.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Good way to put it. Well, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure for me. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes. Thank you for having me. Thank you.